Good morning. It is Saturday, September 14th. Boy, do I feel naked without my backpack. I put on those, the Rhinowalk saddlebags yesterday, and just gonna go bring the bike out into the sun and kind of take some pictures of it and see what they look like. And gosh, there's a lot of straps on those things, I'll tell you what. They're not Moscow Moto, but they don't feel as substantial. The material doesn't feel as thick as the Tusk stuff, so eventually I'll probably, I just, like, I don't want to do the same thing everybody else does. So I had to get something different. Plus, Tusk, I got so much Tusk stuff on my bike. I like to diversify. I don't want to be like, I'm already a Climb fanboy. I don't want to be a Tusk fanboy. Not a Tusk fanboy, but like representative. Last couple days I've been filming in 2.7K because it just takes too long to upscale. I tried DaVinci Resolve, I tried Video 2X, I tried OpenCut. OpenCut so far has actually been the best. It just takes long, it's not worth it, so I've just been making cuts, and from all my earlier footage over the summer, I'm just making fast cuts and just uploading them because I've got too much shit to go through. And I'm really only going to edit like the special videos, like if I actually take a trip somewhere like Sandwich Notch, or I got the Tripoli Road footage, although there's really not much to look at, unfortunately. Except for Waterville Valley, that might be like a whole video in and of itself. That was something else, and not like in a good way either. It was just like, I don't know, I still don't know what to think of that. It's like something from the X-Files. There's like this, luxury, high-end town in the middle of the White Mountains. Like, what the? And I just end up in like Switzerland or something. Like I said, I don't even know what to think about that. I don't know if I'm for, or I think I'm mostly against it because, as I've said, it's just it seems unnatural. It's not. It's also like just not New Hampshire. When I think of New Hampshire, I think of like old roads, trading posts. The shit that I remember when I was a kid, not all this fucking rich bullshit, but it probably always existed. If it didn't, movies like What About Bob wouldn't exist, right? So yeah, I'm filming at 2.7K because I'm not going to waste time upskilling. I've got too much video, too much useless bullshit. I can't upscale every single one, so and the reason being is because 1080, when you upload 1080 to YouTube, it just looks like ass. But oh well. I mean, I don't do anything but talk anyway. I upscaled the Sandwich Notch stuff, so that looks okay. Upscaling it to 2K looks on YouTube looks like 1080 looks on my computer. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what YouTube. There's been all kinds of theories as to why it sucks, but whatever, man. I mean, I can upload all this shit for free, so I really can't complain. Makes you wonder what kind of information they're harvesting from all these videos, right? How dare you not trust Google? They're here to save humanity. I don't think anyone believes that anymore, right? It's so funny, like the left, they always like grab onto this like corporation is like as long as they're greenwashing people and like getting in on the trans thing, it's like all the left like fawns all over these companies, but like and then it finally comes out about like how you know malevolent these companies are, and it's like, and then you can't deny it anymore. But then they just don't. Then they're just quiet. They're just like crickets. I mean, I've known since all this stuff started. I mean, I've been on the internet. Hey, remember Netscape Navigator, right? I've been on the internet since before Google even existed. So, and when Google came out, I was like, oh wow, free email. This is great. More free email. Like Google was faster, had better algorithm. When it was trying to take over Yahoo, I still have a Yahoo account for crying out loud. I had a domain that is worth thousands of dollars now that I didn't have the foresight to keep paying for every year. And I always kick myself when I see what that thing is worth. But it was like, it was so old, so long ago. It was such a hassle to pay for that thing every year. I don't even remember. Was it every year or every month? I think I had it. Oh, so what was going on is I had it hosted by this company I used to work for. It was a web hosting company, and they handled the whole thing. But it was so long ago, and they were so old school that everything was still done with fax machines. So they had to like fax these idiots, shit like every month or something. And I just, I got sick of it, and that's essentially what happened. That's why I just let it lapse. And even though I could have transferred, because they had their own domain name front end and everything, I could have transferred it all somewhere. I didn't care at the time. I was like in the middle of like trying to make a course change in my life, and I didn't even care about anything computer related. So I was just fed up with I quit my amazing job at IBM and blah 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 blah. Long story. So yeah. Anyway, I've been on the internet a long time, and I was there to see the social media stuff start happening, and I was like a big nope on that. I still don't have a Facebook account. There's never anyone on this road. This is interesting. Alright, let's park here. Let's get some footage. There we go. I always forget about that kickstand sensor. They look pretty good. There's nothing in them, so they just look like a bag of air, but there's like I said, there's so many straps. And like, they're way longer than they need to be for the KLR. So this is like the front one that loops, around there, and then it hooks up to those clamps. What do you call those? The buckles there. And then here's the rear. Those hook up around that cargo frame thingy back into the cam buckle, I think they call those. It's got some nice straps down here if you want to strap, like, that'd be good maybe to put target stand, something that breaks down. You can tie it up under there. This is my Tusk dry bag with my fly fishing rod from Wild Water. I got in here. I got to break down fishing, crank reel set up in the bag and some other stuff. Get some pictures of this. I like to, when I go home, I like to look at this stuff and kind of critique it. I love style. I don't know, like into fashion stuff like that. I'm big into that. I like making my ride look good, Looks pretty cool. It's got a nice aggressive look to it. I'm all about style, man. That's like one of the reasons I love the way the KLR looks. It has such a aggressive, almost like an anime military thing going on. Japan really nailed it. Japan knows how to do that thing, you know what I mean? No, man. That's all. I also got to get them dusty. Drive all around these dirt roads to get these things stop looking so damn new and shiny. But yeah, you could fit a lot in these. The only thing I wish is it kind of went back more. I think that would interfere with the exhaust, though. Oh. My favorite road in town. I just never get tired. Oh, look at that. That's all rotted. I really never get tired of coming down this road. To get a stop here and look at the, see the leaves are starting to change. On that hill there. I think that one of those stone walls gave out. It was like a retaining wall that was around one of the trees right on the edge there. And it gave out, so one morning they were out here with the excavator, and it was a shame to see because it was one of the really nice looking, retaining wall around a tree on an old road. How cool, how beautiful is that? It's too bad this camera doesn't really pick up this view very well, but the view here is actually really nice. There's sort of this parallax that happens. There's three hills sort of cascading one another, mountains. I don't know exactly what they are, but let's see if there's anyone fishing down here today. The only problem with up in the resolution on these cameras is the batteries are, they don't last as long. I think about half as long, right? Here's one of the ponds here that I like to fish at. I brought my son here this summer, first time fishing, 4 years old. And it was cool. He caught a couple little sunfish, and I was kind of scared of them. So this road has no power, but there are people that live here, so that's very interesting. There's right there, you can see there's a house there. I don't know if they're building it or what. Private property. There's another house here. Oh, there are lines that, look at that. Wait, that has power. Where do those come from? Huh, interesting. I was told this road had no power. They lied to me. Maybe that house has no power, I don't know. So here's a road, class 6, yeah. Road not maintained, pass your own risk, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know where you go in, because if you look, there's what I'm talking about. You could go, no, you can't. They built it up, see? It's basically a drop-off. I hear a dog barking, so I'm gonna get out of here before I get bit. So yeah, that house has power, and those power lines come through there. So maybe this one camp doesn't have power. I don't know. Lug, lug, lug. Yeah, because you can see here, this is a camp. They got an outhouse. Looks like they're going to burn some brush. They got a solar panel, big-ass solar panel from Maine there. See, Maine knows how to do it. Those old Mainers, those Mainers know how to do it. I don't want to say old because I've met the few people that live there, and they're probably about my age. I'm not old. I'm going a little slow on this because there's more sand here than it looks like. And I got a little wiggly one day, so I try as hard as I can not to dump the bike. I have yet to do it. So yeah, you can't really get to that road, unfortunately. People are, they try really hard to make sure you don't have fun around here. Like that road that I go on, the road that I love, that I go on almost every morning, it's got a sign, pass your own risk, and it's got a picture of an ATV with, a circle and a cross through it. And I don't know if you noticed, but when I drove by that guy pulling out a big farm there, that guy lives, I don't know if he lives there or not, but he looked pretty preppy. And I waved to him, and he didn't wave back. So, that's, like I say in the other video, that's New England for you, man. There's two types of people here. There's the natives who are like me, like just do what you want and don't get hurt, don't hurt anybody. Like that's the real New Hampshire. But then you got the rich assholes that move in, buy farmland. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just assuming buy farmland like that with 50 to 100, 200 acres, whatever, and they think they're better than everybody else. They want to protect their little haven, the NPR type, right? The NIMBYs, not in my backyard type of people. Anyway, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm going to just enjoy the ride this morning. About to head back. I got done what I needed to do, and get the bike out in the sunlight and take some footage of the new bags, and so I can go home and look at them and see what I need to fix.